Yo, what up, what up? It's your boy Genghis Kaz, aka Kaz Controversy, aka the Brown Mamba. And I got another one for y'all. I was supposed to do this a couple of days ago, but I always take my time on certain things. Excuse me. And, I wanted to do this for a very long time. I actually didn't want to do this one until I got the 4K cam. Hopefully by January, we could kick off the year right. But let's do it, man. I wanted to shed light on my brother's life for a long time. This is one of the realest and illest dudes that I have ever known in my life. Real dude. You know what I'm saying? My dude, Gangsta, aka Derek Francis. His life was cut short, unfortunately, to the streets. One thing I want to say is that, yeah, I'm doing this one, but I'm keeping this one clean. This one is filtered out of due respect to his family and his close ones. Uh, this is somebody I knew personally, of course, and I got history with. I had my own personal relationship with him, and I don't want to say things that shouldn't be said. You know what I mean? Because not everything should be aired out in the public. You know what I mean? Everybody seems to say these things on social media, that say things that they shouldn't be saying, and that's not what I'm here for. That's not what I'm doing this for. So out of due to respect, once again, to him and his loved ones, I'm gonna try to keep this as filtered as possible. Now, first, I just want to say rest in peace to my brother, rest in paradise to my brother, Gangsta, aka Derek Francis. Like I said, one of the realest. This was the type of dude that he ain't talk. He was real. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna put it on that. But also, he was a good individual. A lot of dudes, if you ain't know him, you would be intimidated by him. You know what I'm saying? But he wasn't. He had love in his heart. Don't get it twisted. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta understand where we come from. We come from the South Bronx, from one of the realest blocks, 156 on Fox and Longwood Ave. It's real out here. We in the heart of the home of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? We come from right there, like where the movie B Street started. They show all those buildings in the movie, like, you know what I'm saying? From Beck to Kelly and Dawson and all that. You know, this is the home of hip hop, man. And to be out there, you can't let your guard down like that. You soft out here, man. The streets are gonna eat you alive. It just is part of the territory. It is what it is, man. Um, Gangsta, he had a very good side to him. A lot of people didn't see like that because, like I said, Gangsta didn't let his guard down. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember, like Gangsta would never leave you hungry. Things like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I've seen him, look out for the kids, and because in our block we had like a shelter there. You know what I'm saying? And he ain't never, I ain't never. I used to see him give money out to the kids. You know what I'm saying? Make sure the kids was good. Make sure they was protected. Make sure they ate. He was a true boss, man, a true leader, and he's a Bronx legend, man. Also could have been a hip hop legend, So I say could have been because he dropped the mixtape, which was fire. Everything he touched was gold, man. His music was phenomenal, man. He was a great artist. His album From My Block to Your Block, yo, fire. Like from the first track to the end, it was that whole album was crazy, man. And I wish I had it for your hair. Unfortunately, I lost all that stuff. Like when I had got locked up, I lost my storage and all the stuff that I had. I had to start from scratch. Everything I got now, trust me, I earned it. And also help from loved ones. And I had to get back. I had to rebuild. You know what I'm saying? I had to get back on my feet. So it's unfortunate that I lost his mixtape and I lost the album. You know what I'm saying? Which crushed me because it's very hard to get it. And I'm surprised they don't even got it on YouTube. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how that's not up, but it's unfortunate. Damn, I wish I could have played some tracks for y'all, something, and really shed light on this video, man. It would have made y'all give y'all a better understanding of what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? But I hope y'all understand me, and those out there in the world that tune into this channel. I hope that y'all could understand with the way that I'm explaining things. I could give y'all the vision. This dude had a cult like following, man. I mean, like, trust me when I tell you, man. Imagine this is like, I think it started. 2000, 2005, if I remember. And then, tragically he passed away July 1st of 2006. But um, he had a yo. Check this out. He just started, right. He just started rapping, going to the studio and all that, and he was already blowing up. Like that's how nice this dude was. Like this dude, he wasn't, and it's funny because he wasn't lyrical, like super lyrical, like a pun or something. But his demeanor, like his swag and his demeanor and who he was, like he was the total package. Like you know what I'm saying? Like he was just real with his lyrics. Like he was the sincerity of the way he used to rap. You know what I'm saying? Like everything he said was actually the truth. Like I never hear him say a bar where it was like fabricated. Like you know what I'm saying? Like if he said he'll punch you in the face, he meant it. When he said, he'll do such a whatever, everything that he said, trust me, he meant or he did. Or he would do. You know what I mean? So it's one of those. There wasn't not one of these rappers that was fabricated stories and stuff. You know what I'm saying? This dude wasn't faking the funk out here, man. Trust me, man. Very rare breed. Uh, you know, they used to do Fox Fam Day. They all used to put their money up and do Fox Fam Day for the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? It was great, man. Like he had celebrities coming out there. Like you know what I'm saying? It was crazy. Like he just came out, like just started. Like literally, he was only one mixtape and a street album in, and he was like on that wave, like the way 50 had the wave, and it was getting crazy. If I remember, I think the week that he passed away, I think he had an interview with MTV. I believe that's if I remember that clearly. You know, this dude, trust me, he was buzzing, man. He had songs with Jay Mills at the time when Jay Mills was out. He had songs with Drag On. He had songs with oh man, I think it was. I know he knew Dipset. Like when he passed away, I remember Dipset went to the funeral and all that. Like you know what I'm saying. So this dude, they didn't trust me. He was known in the industry. Like his name was buzzing crazy. I'm trying to remember who else he had on the. He had like some other artists that he did songs with. It was bananas. Shout out to the whole Fox fan, by the way. That was dudes from the hood. That's nice too. Like shout out to Mills and them. Rest in peace, Fred the Godson. Free Butter Jones. I'm not gonna say too many other names because out of due respect, that I don't know if y'all would like me to put y'all out there. I'm not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Without y'all permission. So, that's real. But shout out to the whole Fox fam. We older now. I don't have. There was times when I was beefing with some of y'all, but I'm gonna just let y'all know in this video I have no problems with nobody in the hood. I got nothing but love for niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to all of y'all, man. And keep doing your thing, cause I be seeing y'all, everybody doing their thing out there. I'm so proud of y'all, man. And gangster would be very proud of what y'all doing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, you guys have own families now. You got your whips, you got your cribs, and and y'all taking care of each other, man. That's what it was about. That's what Gangsta ever wanted. You know what I mean? So that's a great thing. I'm sure he's very proud, man. And once again, man, rest in peace to my brother, man. And I tell you a quick story. I remember. Like when I was young, you know what I'm saying? And I was learning from them, you know what I'm saying? They was the older dudes. Like I think he was like 4 years older than me. Like Gangsta was like always 4 years older than me. So at the time, I think I was like 17 or 16, 17, son. And I was walking by. And I remember these dudes, they was by my grandmother's building. And I remember they had said something to me. I'm not going to say who it was, but it was one of the dudes from the crew. And, I was talking back like, yo, what up? Like, Gangsta got tight. Gangsta grabbed me, threw me in the building. He was, the one thing I could say is I'm not afraid to say stuff like that because this is how I learned how to be tough. This is the way I learned the streets because he taught me a lot. Like, they all did, you know what I'm saying? But he taught me a lot. Like I give you another one where I remember he tried to show me tough love. And I remember one time, look, I'll be real, man. I used to smoke a lot of PCP back in the days. I used to smoke the waters, the dust, you know what I mean? So he ain't like that about me, like you know what I'm saying. He was upset that I was smoking that, you know what I mean. And it's like you smoke like, for those who don't know, PCP is like, it looks like weed but black, and you roll it up like a blunt, just like weed. You know what I'm saying? Roll it up in a whiteout. I usually roll it up in whiteouts or Phillies. And he told me one time, he was like, yo, if you getting money out here, son, don't be high. And one day I did it. Like one day I got twisted, you know what I'm saying? Like I smoked a blunt. I was high as hell and I came outside and he could see it in me, you know what I mean? So like I remember he was like, yo, let me talk to you, whatever. So I went in the building and he roughed me up in the building. Like, you know, so he took me upstairs and he was telling me some real shit, man. He was like, yo, you out here looking stupid. You know, what's wrong with you, blood? And yo, you acting up. Yo, so I told you, man, yo, be on point, nigga. You representing Fox and all this. And it was the truth. He was saying the truth. You know what I'm saying? I was slipping at the time hard, like, you know what I'm saying? And I never forget that. You know, this is actually why I got so much love for him. That was a time where when that happened, I actually disliked him. Like, you know what I'm saying? I felt like he was trying to play me, but that wasn't the case. You know, now that I'm older, I understand he was trying to teach me. You know what I'm saying? I'll never forget that. You know what I mean? Actually, you know what's funny? That same day, and look what he did. He was like, yo, I remember I came back outside. I was gonna go to the store for my grandmother. And he pulled me to the side. He pulled me to the side and he was like, yo, you ready? And I'm like, what you mean if I'm ready? Like, what you talking about? And he was like, listen, man, I want you to write a verse tonight because I'm gonna put you on a song with me. Yo, I ain't gonna front, man. I got so hyped. I was like, oh shit. Like, damn, you gonna put me in a track with him? Like, shit. What? Yeah, hell yeah. I went upstairs to write that verse. Unfortunately, I think like I don't know if it was the next day or the day after. Actually it wasn't. It was like the same week because he passed away. I never got a chance to do that song with him, you know. And to this day, it eats me alive. You know what I mean? Because yo, I was always so curious what would have happened if he would have blew. You know what I'm saying? Because I know he was gonna blow. He was gonna blow up, man. The world would have knew him. And it was interesting how I would have seen him interact with dudes like 50, because you know they was the hardest out at the time, and Gangsta was he wasn't far from that cloth. You know what I mean? So it would have been interesting to see if he would have collided with 50 or he would have collaborated. You know, that would have been interesting to see. But yeah, man, I never got a chance to do that, and you know, I wish I had that. I got like 4 lyric books. I still got. There's one missing out there. One of my dudes got locked up with. I couldn't take it with me up north, so I sent it home with somebody, and he had that lyric book since 2011. So, and I got fire, and I got there's classics in there that I'm trying to get my hands on. The dude still got it to this day. You know what I mean? But he don't live in New York no more, so I'm trying to get to him somehow to get it. Shout out to him. Shout out to my dude. He knows who he is. Uh, yeah, man. You know me, I keep these things short, straight to the point. I hope I'm not missing anything, because trust me, there's so much more I could talk about. You know what I'm saying? Gangsta was just real, man, and a good dude, one of the illest dudes. He was everything that you saw in people like him, people like Pac, people like Big. You know, he's cut from that type of cloth. You know what I'm saying? So salute, and rest in paradise, man. You know what I'm saying? You will forever be missed, never forgotten, and you a Bronx legend. You know what I'm saying? I wish the world could hear your music, and I wish you was able to do more. It's just unfortunate that, you know, he had a situation like Big L and all that. Like, you know, these are dudes that you wish that you would have been like, damn, what ifs? You know what I'm saying? Like, they would have really make it to their peak. Just unfortunate. The streets is the streets, and you know, man, things happen, and we gotta move on, and you know, and hold it down for our loved ones. You know what I'm saying? So one last time, man, you will never be forgotten. Rest in peace to my brother. I love you, bro. I see you when I get there. 2 take away 1.